All right, so before I start this video, make sure to click the link down below to participate in the survey. The survey is still going on, so make sure to do that. And if you are new and this is your first time, make sure to complete the survey. That will really help. All right, so for this video, we are going to talk about black men, and there's a reason why I'm going to talk about this. I've been kind of like wanting to make this video for like a while now. I'm not really extremely like too interested in it because also I am part of this, but I feel like this could, I don't want YouTube to like take this video down because they did take away my other video, which was the Luigi Mangione video. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed about that, but I guess it was for either something that I said at the end, which I'm not going to repeat, but I believe they probably didn't like that. And also glorifying a criminal is not really part of the terms. But for this video, we are going to talk about black men and the attractiveness of them. And yeah, so what happened was I did have a subscriber. I'm not sure if this is somebody who I rated in the past before, but I believe they emailed me. Some of the people that do message me is through either email or they'll DM me on Instagram. And when this person emailed me, he noticed that there's a lot of, he noticed that there's not a lot of black men that are within the ideal range or the idolized range. So I'm also gonna have a link down in the description. I want y'all to click that link so y'all can access the data sheet. And the data sheet is what he's referring to, and the ideal range is pretty much anybody who has a harmony score of 60 or higher. And I consider 60 or higher meaning that just naturally you have a good looking face. I don't care if you're fat, skinny. It's just, it goes beyond that. It goes just, you have the right features in the right place, and it makes you that much more attractive naturally. And he noticed that a lot of black men were not within the idealized range for that. And he was kind of like wondering why that was the case. Now, there are other things and other factors that do or can bring your overall score. But when we talk about your harmony score, these are things that are kind of outside stuff like, let's say, like body fat or sexual dimorphism or just anything of that nature. So that's something that kind of surprised me, because at first when he told me that, I wasn't really thinking about it. And when I look back at it at the time, I only noticed that there was only one black male that was in that idealized range, which was kind of surprising. Now, another thing too is for the female side, there are going to be more females. And I'm assuming that y'all all have clicked on the link to see the data sheet. And I'm talking about for the ones who've never seen it before, I advise y'all to do so. But for the female side, what you're gonna notice is there are gonna be more women that reach that 60 percentile for the idealized range than men. I believe this is because females are more likely to do cosmetic surgeries, especially if it's like Asian females. We all know the type of procedures that they normally get. And that's one of the main reasons why you will see more females within those ranges than men themselves. All right, another thing too is Asian men tend to have lower facial dimorphisms, while black men will have higher facial dimorphisms. Now, what this means is that for Asian men usually have more feminized faces, and in a way you can kind of see it with like K-pop, for example. Like if you see them, like they don't look very masculinized, and this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but for black men, they do tend to do well on masculinity. And like I said, that shouldn't be a surprise for anybody at all. Another reason I believe that black men are not part of this group is because I believe that a lot of these researchers or research that are not done specifically for black people or African Americans, and I do feel like that plays a role into it. So most times when they do their research on what is idealized, it's gonna be mostly done in westernized European countries where majority of the participants, for example, are going to be European. So what they will favor or what will be shown to the people that are the subjects are going to be European features all the way around. So I do believe that does play a role into it. And if not European, it's probably going to be closer to European features, if at that. Now, another thing that did sort of confuse me too a little bit is within the data sheet, black women weren't really truly underrepresented like black men are. Like I said, it only saw like one black male, or only had one black male within that 60% range. But for the black females, it was, I'm not gonna say the opposite, but there were more black females that were in that range. Now, I do want to say this, that many of them that did make it within that top range were actually biracial, which was surprising, but at the same time not, because like I said again, it does favor European features. But I'm not going to say that I haven't rated black men that are biracial as well, and they did not make it within that range. So that was kind of interesting how that worked. Like I said again, cosmetic surgery could give them that extra lift that they need to make it there. Some of these celebrities do not disclose whether or not they do have cosmetic surgeries. Unfortunately, they just won't say. For example, like J-Lo, she will lie from sun up to sundown and stand on the throne telling people that she did not do anything surgically or just cosmetically to her face, when we all know that's not the truth at all. This is the things that we have to go through, but I mean, there's countless of videos or just countless of pictures that kind of like show that these celebrities are doing stuff under the table, and they just won't reveal it to us. So now I do want to make this video kind of short because I do not want to make my videos as long as I normally do. So another thing is that we do have social perceptions and social roles. So when I talk about perceptions, is like when you see a black person, what do you think of? You think of their hair texture, which is going to be from 4A to 4C. It's going to be obviously black for the most part, sometimes brown. You think of their skin texture. The skin texture is going to be kind of like the same thing, black or brown for the most part, just based off of what you see. And then sometimes it can make the person look more rugged, more tough. And I'm talking about the skin color itself. It gives it that almost like an illusion. Not that it is, but it gives it that illusion that it's more tough, the hair more rugged, more like almost like turf, like. And it can kind of, and that does play a role into attractiveness. Unfortunately, that's probably one of the reasons why you will see black females with wigs or weaves or a different hair than their own. Unfortunately, but I'm not gonna say unfortunately. There's other reasons for it too, but that does play a role into all of these things. And skin complexion does it unfortunately is part of beauty in a way, when it really shouldn't be that. It should be past the skin color. It should be the facial features that matter, not the skin color itself. Sometimes I think to myself, like, if I had a chance to redo the survey, I probably would have put everything in black and white. Now, although you can still see whether a person is lighter skinned or not, it kind of will make it more of an even balance, or yeah, like an even balance, and kind of make it harder for people to tell whether or not somebody's lighter skin toned or darker skin tone. I really do feel like that did play a bit of a role in determining whether somebody was attractive or not, for some of these individuals, in my honest opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like skin complexion or hair types doesn't favor or disfavor people in the end realm of things. All right, so now we got a male model. I believe he goes by the name of Broderick Hunter. And I believe he is, in my opinion, the best example to use when it comes to the neurotypical features that you may see on a black man's face. So we're gonna start off with the Z angle. So that would be from the horizontal Frankfurt plane angle. And I'm gonna try my best to get this right. It's gonna take me some time, but hopefully I can possibly get it. And then it's gonna reach down to the lower lip right over here. So let me adjust this real quick. Let me see if I can do it again. And okay, I got 78 for this one, but it was at 72. So it is going to be the horizontal Frankfurt plane angle going all the way down to the lower lip, or either the upper lip, whatever lip is the most projected. And the reason why I'm showing y'all this angle is because normally for black men, they do have more fuller lips, but on top of that, they do have prognathism, which means that you can think of it as their mouth kind of like extends a little bit forward more than other racial groups. The next one is the submental plane to the lower lip. So normally the submental plane to the lower lip is going to be around, we can say around 90 to 100, sometimes a little bit higher than that. But I believe for him, he got 106. So I'm gonna have to kind of like adjust things a bit right here to get that angle. But I got 104. Let me see if I can. Okay, 105. But when I measured it before, I got 106. 106 is on the higher end, but this is not something that is unusual. Obviously, he has thicker lips than other people. The next one is the nasal tip. I don't usually use this application GIMP to do these measurements. I feel like just me doing it on another application is better. But this is an application that you can use to do measurements though. So for the nasal tip, I believe he got a range of about 135. 135 isn't bad at all. For 135, that is really, really good, especially for a black man. Normally it's going to be a bit tougher to see a range that is that low. Normally you will find maybe 140s, sometimes even 150s, but you can find it in other races too, because nasal tip isn't just about nasal projection. Normally people who do have a lot of nasal projection tend to kind of have more refined nose on average, but that's not always the case, as you can see with some Middle Eastern people. The next one is the nasal labial angle. I believe I got 88. And then for him, I know that he does have a little bit of facial hair right here, so it's going to be a bit tough to get the exact measurements. And for him, I know I'm getting a bit different numbers right here because it's kind of like a lazy way of doing it. I got 93, but when I measured it, I got 88. So 88 is on the higher side. Normally with black people, we can get pretty low nasal labial angles because our noses are more downturned than upturned on average. So this is not something that is quite special or unique or anything like that. This is pretty common. The next one is the maxillary depth angle. That is going to be taken from, I don't think I can do it right here, honestly, because it's gonna require 2 lines, but let's see. Let me try to see if I can do it. Okay, I got 110. So 110 is on the higher side, and this is getting the maxillary projection. So his maxilla, how forwardly grown is his maxilla, and his maxilla is very forwardly grown. This is something that you're going to see, especially with Black people, and this also contributes to a more rounder facial convexity. So the maxilla is just the mid-face plate, and his mid-face plate does extend forward a lot, and that's going to affect the facial convexity going from the glabella, which is up top, which is the brow bone. And he got 165. When I measured it, I got 165 as well. And then we're gonna look at one more thing in the front view, and we're gonna end it from there. All right, so his front view, we're going to look at the lips. So clearly, obviously, he does have thicker lips, and that's something that you will see common with Black men. So I believe the distance is 187 for the lips, and then you will divide that distance from the lips with the nose, and his distance with the nose is 139. And when I did it and measured it, I got 1.33, which is on the lower end. It's not in the ideal range, but it's not really bad for Blacks or Black men in general, and that's something very, very common that you will see with it. You're gonna see it gonna be on the lower end, maybe like 120s sometimes, and even 130s. If it's 1-to-1 at that point, I don't think that will be idolized for any racial group, because the nose shouldn't be as wide as the lips at all. Maybe not even 1.1. I won't even go there as well. I'll say maybe like 1.2, 1.3 is something that you will see normally or common for those ratios. But I mean, this is it. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Make sure to like. I just wanted to show y'all just an example with a male celebrity who do express this neurotypical features that you'll see on a Black man's face. And yeah, make sure to comment down below what y'all want to see next. And I'm out. Peace.